रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे तू सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे तू सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान।
राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे मन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे मन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पतित पावन सीताराम। मुख में तुलसी घट मेरा, जब बोलो तब सीताराम। मुख में तुलसी घट मेरा, जब बोलो तब सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। हाथों से कर हर का काम, मुख से बोलो सीताराम। हाथों से कर हर का काम, मुख से बोलो सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। कौशल्या का भला राम, दशरथ जी का प्यारा राम। कौशल्या का भला राम, दशरथ जी का प्यारा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। बंसी वाला हे घनश्याम, धनुषधारी सीताराम। बंसी वाला हे घनश्याम, धनुषधारी सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
Rights and questioning norms, especially for the underprivileged and for the poor section of the society, that was paid the least attention to. He devoted his life relentlessly to spreading awareness about the importance of equality, harmony, and brotherhood. His principles still hold a great value in everyone's heart. His weapon of non-violence showed the world a light towards change. He always fought for what was right and participated in many non-violent movements to protest against the British rule. So may I now request the assistant school leader, Yatna Shashtri, to throw some more light on the life and struggle of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Yatna, please.
Ragupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Good morning to one and all present over here. I, Yatna Shashtri, your very own assistant school leader, is present over here to speak on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. Mahatma Gandhi, the greatest of the souls. The name itself brings back numerous incidents of Indian history and the relentless struggles of Indians over years for independence. He was known as the father of the nation because he was the idol who led the freedom struggle and fought for the independence. Today, on 2nd of October every year, India celebrates a national holiday on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and to remember his sacrifices. Gandhiji's two main principles were peace and non-violence. He was a true follower of truth, honesty and non-violence, as he gave the world a strong weapon to fight with, that is the non-violence. This day was declared as International Day of Non-Violence by the UN General Assembly to honor his principles. Gandhiji's early life started at Porbandar, Gujarat on 1869, British India, in a merchant class family. After completing his initial studies, he went to England to pursue law. At the age of 24, he left India and went to South Africa to practice law. In South Africa, Gandhiji was encountered by one of his very first incidents of inequality due to his race and color. He was thrown out of the train because he didn't resemble his white co-passengers. He worked there for a few years to improve the lives of Indians. When he returned to India, he was appalled to see the injustice around him, which triggered a deep sense of responsibility in him to do justice. Soon, he joined the Indian National Congress and started working for the independence of India by joining the Saptaran Satyagraha in 1917. As he gave the world a new light of change in the name of non-violence. In 1930, he led the Salt March, which was the protest against the illegally imposed salt tax. He also led the Quit India movement, the civil disobedience movement and the non-corporation movement to attain India's independence from the ruling Britishers. Gandhiji always used to urge his followers to follow the life of simplicity and not to be attracted towards worldly pleasures. Him, being a world-renowned leader, wore plain khadi clothes which he spun by Charaka at his home. He fought for eradicating the social evils throughout his life. The Sati Pratha, the child marriage and the caste inequality system was highly opposed by Gandhiji. He worked for equality and unity. He was spreading the message of love, harmony and peace. His principles and values still hold a great presence in everyone's heart and people follow it in the right path. In 30th January 1948, he was assassinated by Nathuram Godse at the age of 78. He is no more with us, but his principles and his values will still live in our hearts and will remain there forever. So let's lead a life taught by Bapu in the path of non-violence. Thank you for your patient hearing. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Yatna, for instilling a patriotic fervor in all of us through your vibrant words. Gandhiji's life not only inspires Indians, but also people all over the world to lead an honest and truthful life. So let us all remember and honor his philosophy by treating people with respect and equality. This very day also marks the birth anniversary of Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, who served as the second Prime Minister of our nation. Lal Bahadur Shastri was essentially a man of peace and is also one of the prominent leaders who fought for independence of our country and motivated several others to join the freedom struggle. Influenced by Gandhian philosophy and principles, he decided to tread the same path and fought courageously. Freeing India from the clutches of Britishers had become his sole aim. So he was a great politician and a prime minister par excellence, loved and respected by millions for his honesty and simplicity. So let us know more about the life of this illustrious personality of Indian history from Avni Raj, the junior representative of Sikata House. Avni, please.
Doing the hard things makes you a leader. Good morning, one and all present over here. I, Avni Raj, your very own Sikata House junior representative. Today I am going to present a short speech on the most prominent freedom fighter, Lal Bahadur Shashtri ji. He was born and brought up in Uttar Pradesh. He believed that self-sustenance and self-reliance are the two most supports that can make or help a nation to become strong. He got the post of Prime Minister after the sudden death of Gandhi ji. During his shortest spell of PMship, he led India on the path of development. For him, work was worship and the rest, the rust. He worked tirelessly to achieve his aims with due dedication and devotion. He was a dynamic leader and he tackled multifarious critical problems meticulously and skillfully. Shastri ji will always be remembered by Indian masses for the two stellar movements, the White Revolution and the Green Cosmos. His legacy will continue to inspire the generations for the service to our motherland. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you, everyone.
Sacrifice, and firm determination, whose contribution towards freedom struggle can never be forgotten. Good leaders have a vision, but great leaders have values. Great leaders are the role models at work, but great leaders are role models in life. So now it's time to listen to our Revered Principal in Charge, Madam Indra Bhattacharya. So I request our Principal in Charge, Madam Indra Bhattacharya.
To all my dear teachers and my very, very dear students. Today we are observing Gandhi and Shastri Jayanti. Nothing to say about Gandhi and Shastri, Gandhiji and Shastriji. Their contribution to make India free, how they mobilized that time all Indians together to get freedom. My students and teachers, we all have read in our history. Gandhiji followed in his life, the most important thing is truthfulness, honesty, and simplicity. We all know the iconic figure of Gandhi wearing half dhoti and naked body. Do you know why? Probably you know, but it is due to somebody asked him that why Gandhiji wearing this, because we all know that he was a barrister and it is nothing like that he didn't have money. But he followed that throughout his life because he thought that, he told also that my countrymen, they are very, very poor. They don't have money to cover their body and wear a full dhoti. So how can I wear that? It is very easy to say, but it is very difficult to practice in life. Throughout his life, he followed that. So that is Gandhiji. His Dandi March, Lavan Satyagraha, all these activities we know, non-violence. But how, on this day, from this podium, students and teachers, they will speak, will recall, bas over. Probably it is the time that in every school, everywhere, the torture, the freedom fighters, they faced during that time, it is to remind again and again to our young generation. Because we are now living a very lavish life, very comfortable, coming, sitting in AC room and car and all these facilities. I'm not telling we will not, because our country is progressing. Yesterday, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji launched what? 5G service. The 5G service will bring remote corners, remote places in front of your camera, in your mobile. We should enjoy all these facilities definitely. But because we have to progress, we have to be not developing country, we have to be one of the developed country. But at the same time, we should not forget the sacrifices of our forefathers. If they were not sacrificed their life or fought day and night, living their own comfort, probably some more years we had to face that torture and to get our freedom. You see, today, if it was not compulsory, then probably all the teachers also would not have been there. And we made that all the students also to come and join this great day. It is only to instill the patriotic fervor, patriotic feeling, patriotic quotient to increase in your heart. The other students' number is very few, and the civil defense, we made it that they have to come, so they have come. So it is a very sorry state of affair. Probably we failed here as a teacher, and I also feel that as a parent also, we failed here. We are not able to motivate them to come and join these days. So, I don't know what more to continue. About Shashtri ji, what to tell? Already your friends have told he is a very simple living, high-thinking person. Very simple life he led. As the Prime Minister of India, he taken our country ahead. All these things we know. But the thing is, in our coming years, to remember their sacrifice, to remember their words, to follow their path, to make our country rich in values and to take further. You all don't know that how much research are going on abroad about Gandhian philosophy and about our culture and heritage. The foreigners, they feel interested, but we do not. So the last but not the least, I would request all my dear students to read as much as possible about these great freedom fighters, their lives, the story, small story about them. At least you young generation, be the change, be the instrument to bring change in our society. With this hope, I sign off. Thank you. Bande Utkale Jana.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. I believe our children will definitely strive hard for the growth and upliftment of the society and tread the path of honesty, simplicity, and sacrifice. As Gandhiji said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And what a befitting occasion today is to help the humanity and restore faith in the humanity. The power of giving is greater than the joy of receiving. Often it's the little things that give us infinite happiness. The true value and joy of gift is when it is given at proper time, to the right person. To give happiness to others and to be a part of this noble charity, our Civil Defense Department teachers, along with the students, have headed towards a slum and an orphanage for the Joy of Giving Week and for a cleanliness drive as a gesture of love and empathy towards the society. It is rightly said, our greatest ability as humans is not to change the world, but to change ourselves. So with this, we have come to the end of today's observation. So let me take the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks. At the outset, let me express my deepest gratitude to our Revered Regional Director, Dr. K.C. Satpathy, in his absence, who always stimulates us to give our best in all our endeavors. Moving on, my highest gratitude to our esteemed Principal in Charge, Madam, for her benign presence and words of wisdom. I also thank all the academic supervisors for their constant motivation, support, and guidance. A huge bouquet of thanks to the Civil Defense Department teachers, Art and Music Department, Observation and Function Department for their meticulous planning and execution for today's observation. I also would like to thank our beloved children for their active participation on this auspicious occasion. My sincere thanks to the technical team and supporting staff for extending their helping hands. At last, I would like to thank each and everyone associated with us to make this program a successful one. Let us once again pay our heartfelt tribute to these true patriots of nonviolence and honesty, and take leadership in creating a better India and a peaceful India. With this, I take a leave. Thank you very much.